Happy Monday hangover. It's a great day. Vikings are 11-2.
11-2. Who would have thunk it? Just a great finish to the game. 21-zip fourth quarter. Vikings put an exclamation point on the win over the Falcons. Kirk Cousins return to Minnesota. Goes the Vikings way.
Boz Daddy, what's going on? Jake, what is shaking? This Monday hangover is brought to you by BetUS. Get your butts over to BetUS. Use the promo code YouTube150. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 and 125% bonus on your next two up to $2,000. Remember, play responsibly.
Absolutely play responsibly. Vikings were irresponsible in the way they destroyed the Falcons yesterday.
I think it was very responsible. Vossman, Dusty Ray, Delton, what up? Julian Marker will give her a minute or two to see if somebody trickling in on this fine Monday afternoon as of now.
Chris Olsen was there, and he booed Cousins in person, apparently.
Boo that. It was nice at the end. I did see a clip where he was walking out the field, and there were some Vikings fans cheering him. He kind of waved, so that was very
heartwarming,
sportsmanlike by a couple Vikings fans.
Yeah, did you see the Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins exchange? It was, I don't know. I thought Kirk would be a little more accepting. He seemed kind of like he just wanted to get over there.
Just got his ass kicked. Who wouldn't want
Justin Jefferson? Like, I mean, those two. I thought those two were tight. Apparently, I don't think they're as tight as everybody thought.
He said he hasn't talked to him since he left.
I know, but still,
so even a partial cold hug would be expected, I guess, at that point. You haven't talked to a dude since you left. Come on.
It was friendly. It was cordial. But yeah, it was a little cold. I think it was a little cold.
I don't think they're friends. They were friends when he was here. They are friends no longer.
Sad.
As we go on.
It was very brief. Tim Voss was so excited after that game that he helicoptered in the shower.
Like he doesn't helicopter every time he takes a shower. Don't try to blame that on the victory or give credit to the victory because of that. You helicopter, just whap it, just hitting the curtain, wall, whatever's in there.
A lot of comments. Everybody's excited for the Winter Warrior unis that are going to debut this Monday night, week from today.
God, we're going to kick the shit out of the Bears. Holy cow. That was brutal. But we don't care about
the final of their game?
I don't know, 1,000-0. They had 4 yards in the first half.
38-13. They got smoked by a Niners team that's not playing very good and like on their third running back.
Yeah, they're playing horribly. But let's get into this Monday hangover. Once again, this is brought to you by BetUS. But where do you want to begin?
I don't know. We always do overreactions and underreactions. Maybe let's start with some underreactions from the game. Maybe things we're not talking about quite enough after doing our videos and the post-game live yesterday.
Possible 15-2 possible? Anything's possible. Anything's possible at this
possible at this team.
Underreactions? Any in the comments? The underreaction after letting that win just kind of soak in a little bit more?
Yeah, I know I got one.
I can't wait to hear it.
I know you can. I'm sure you're very excited.
Cannot wait. As we go on. Well, what is it? What do you got?
Wow, I was going to see how many we had watching. 30 watching. Nice. How about this? We're 11-2. No one expected it. Like, we're not talking about the fact that we're 11-2 in the season that's supposed to be a rebuilding year with the journeyman quarterback as a bridge quarterback. 11-2. We both predicted like 8-9, 9-8 if things go our way. No one expected this, and we're not just 11-2. We're 11-2, and the way we finished that game, we might be playing our best football of the year right now. So I think we need to talk more about the fact that this team is 11-2 when no one believed in them.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about that. I mean, that's just not an underreaction to me anymore. Like it was just it's been like that. This whole season since like week 4. They've just been like, all right, we're gonna be pretty good. We're gonna be pretty damn good.
But 11-2 is what you were expecting to be when you're like, you're in your Super Bowl year. Like, this is the year we're gonna compete. And I mean, just the Vikings to do this right now, I think it's just crazy, and it should be talked about even more.
11-2 is fantastic. Nobody expected it. As of now, I do expect it. But yeah, 11-2, it's a wonderful thing. When you look at all the other best teams out there who we're up there with, absolutely crazy. Still not getting probably the love we deserve in the media, but power rankings, love them or hate them. We're at least in like the top 5 now. Eagles, Packers still probably getting way more love than they should. Lions, Bills, Chiefs, and then kind of the Vikings just stumble in somewhere in there. That's all right. We'll be a sleeping giant. Underreaction for me. Mine is just more like, how actually special that game Sam Darnold had.
Yeah.
Like, to hear that a Viking hasn't thrown 5 touchdowns in a game in 20 years, what he did out there, what his numbers were, like, we talked about it. And a lot of the winners, the studs of the game, we guys brought you guys on. I mean, there were some Darnolds, but there was a lot of Addisons. Like, it should have been clear-cut Sam Darnold. When you look at our voting as far as Darnold's like 90%, and he should be 90%. Like, the game he did was absolutely insane. And when you watch that one to Justin Jefferson, that play he made, like, that thing should be on the highlights for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's right for the play of the year for the Vikings. Delton says Sam is an MVP candidate. Underreaction. Yeah, I mean, where's the talk? It's all Josh Allen, which, Josh Allen. Saquon Barkley. I mean, Sam Darnold should be right up there in the mix as well, the year he's having. It's insane. Yeah,
he should be up there, but those Josh Allen's just not going to be beatable, unfortunately. But Sam Darnold, 28 touchdowns. I mean, you look at his last 3 or 4 games. Was it 3 games or 4 games? 11 touchdowns, no interceptions, all wins. Just so damn good. What else you got for an underreaction?
How about this? I mean, it's underreaction because we didn't know, but it's first time in Vikings history, 2 receivers went over 100 yards and both scored at least 2 touchdowns. So Vikings setting freaking history, making history yesterday. Freaking history. That's sweet. I'm surprised it's never happened before with all the great receivers we've had here, especially the duos.
Yeah, but when Moss was here, he just pretty much got them all. Everyone would put up a ton of yards, but I did see that earlier. I was really surprised that had not happened yet. And Addison had 3. He said, "F it, I'm going to get one more."
Yeah.
So yeah, that was beautiful. Just shows how good our receivers are. Let's see. I just got more overreaction. Underreaction is just like,
you can go to over now.
I mean, overreaction was, I don't know if this is an overreaction. This isn't really an overreaction. This is a statement, but. Okay. Blake Brandel clearly has turned, like, it seems like when he turned the dog shit is when Darrisaw went out. So, like, putting those 2 things together, obviously Darrisaw, one of the best left tackles in the league, is hurting Blake Brandel badly. And Cam Robinson's played pretty damn good. But I think Darrisaw might have been covering up for some stuff. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But that's when his play started to fall off.
Well, Darrisaw destroys people. Like, he knocks them on their ass. They're not there. There's no second effort, or there's no, like, they can, get around them to the inside because he's knocking them on their ass. Cam Robinson doesn't do the same thing, not as powerful.
Yeah, but am I wrong here? Is there? No,
if you're gonna go back and look at the actual point where Brandel's play started falling off, it's probably right then at that point.
There was some overreactions out there as far as Gabriel Murphy outsnapping Dallas Turner. Everybody's getting their panties in a bunch, but Murphy plays inside. So, like, Turner he's not going to take many of, he played a lot. I think he had, like, I think it was like 36, 30, something like that. But, like, Murphy was playing inside where there was a lot more snaps to be had. So that doesn't bother me one bit. If he's taking away Turner snaps on the outside, then my panties would be on the floor.
Why are you wearing panties?
It's Christmas. It's holidays, baby. Get out those Christmas panties.
Okay.
You don't have CPs?
No, I don't.
No, TPP put that out earlier, and everyone just like really kind of giving it to TPP. Like, dude, they don't even play the same position. So don't look at the snap count. That's an overreaction.
All right. Overreaction. I don't know. You got one? I don't know if I really have one from this game.
Overreaction?
Yeah.
No, we were getting some shit in the comments for putting Will Reichert on the losers list, which he wasn't a loser. He missed a 47-yarder and he doinked it first game back. There's zero concern there. So we were getting a little flack.
Sometimes,
maybe an F-bomb.
A little disclaimer. I mean, when we're doing those losers, sometimes it's very hard to come up with 5. So we sometimes pick guys who maybe just did one bad thing.
Hey, you do one bad thing in a great game, you're going to be on the list. Ratman's in the house. What's going on? Vocal Bike, man. Dallas Rain Kurtz Bell, yeah, he did when we hit
that was huge
shit out of him. Murphy hit him late too. So yeah, they were getting to him. It was nice to see. Nice clean
Yeah, and I think
hit.
that's the play that really, put Kirk Cousins on his bad trajectory yesterday. Like he was kind of shredding his defense apart early, and after that, he started throwing some bad passes, looked a little skittish. I don't think he wanted to get hit like that again. Dallas Turner just laying him out in super clean, sexy hit.
Johnny Utah says if Falcons ran the ball, would have been a lot different. I think we would have won by more. Kirk Cousins was tearing us apart.
Well, maybe here's an overreaction. Like we got to remember, Harrison Phillips was hurt. He was hurt all week, and we were ripping on him pretty hard after the game, and deservedly so. He didn't play very well, but I don't think he was healthy either. So we maybe should at least mention the fact that he was, questionable to play in this game, and maybe he wasn't at 100%.
Man, at this point in the season, I don't know if anybody's 100%. There's other guys. Jalen Redmond, I bet he's not 100%. He's playing his ass off.
Yeah, but he wasn't questionable all week.
Yeah, questionable.
I'm just saying, we maybe should at least mentioned it that he wasn't healthy.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. I like it.
But he sucked. He did suck.
Well, I don't know if suck is the right word. He just didn't have his best game, and they were running all over us. We weren't getting a ton of pressure early. And Harrison Phillips, our expectations are just a lot higher for him.
He's had a great season. We just want to see him keep doing great. Let's just talk. It's not an overreaction or anything. Let's just talk about the defense in general. The run defense wasn't good yesterday, and then we kind of, it was like a back and forth scoring game. But I mean, they finished on a high note, and I don't think Brian Flores is confusing anybody anymore. But I also don't know what he's calling. So like maybe he's calling a type of game where they're, letting them move the ball a little bit. I don't know what the calls are. I do want to see the defense get back to how it was the first 5 weeks of the season.
I don't know if it's gonna. I think that ship is sailed.
Either.
I mean, they got the same guys out there. Blake Cashman's back healthy. Even Stephon Gilmore coming back isn't going to really do a ton. Maybe
Pace coming back.
I ain't gonna do shit. Maybe opposing offense coordinators are just kind of maybe not figuring it out, but just figuring out his ruse.
Yeah, I mean, does he need to start doing something different?
I don't think he's got anything in the bag.
I don't know if he does either. We don't know because we don't know how he's calling the game, but it's just so damn frustrating when you see like these last 4 or 5 teams we played don't have great O-lines that we're not even getting a sniff half the time as far as pressure goes.
Yeah, 1 sack is very alarming. You got to get to him. Look at the last handful of games. We're being out-sacked by shitty pass rushing defenses. Falcons had, 4 or 5 sacks? I can't remember.
They had 4 against us.
Yeah, we had 1. Yeah.
So it just this whole pass rush is in a funk. This defense is in a little bit of a funk. Next week against the Bears, that's a great game to get healthy and to build some momentum for the final stretch playing that shitty-ass Bears team.
Oh, God, they're horrible. It's at home, too. It's Monday night, we're going to destroy them. It's going to be like 70-0.
God, I hope so.
Which will be streaming live the entire Monday night game. Can't wait.
Yeah, let's hope Vikings do that. I hate letting these teams hang around. I mean, if you're building out the way you finish this game, you're playing complimentary football the whole fourth quarter. You scored 21 points to their 0 in a game that was back and forth to that point. I hope that can carry over to the Bears game. And
Isn't that absolutely insane that the fourth quarter started out 21-21?
Yeah, it's nuts.
You can imagine being a Falcons fan watching like, oh God, we got a chance to beat Minnesota at home. Kirk Cousins, what a story! All of a sudden, it's 42-21.
Yeah, you go to the bathroom, come back, and go get a beer. And I was saying, like, what the hell just happened?
Just devastating. I want to bet that in a million years. I want to bet it. But if you are going to do it over at BetUS and use the promo code YouTube150.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, with Vikings playoff, we could have clinched yesterday, but somehow the Rams were playing their greatest game of the year and beat the Bills at home.
Yeah, but the Rams are proving to be a damn good team, and that was one of our losses. Right when they got the receivers back, like the Rams are a team that I don't think if they make it in the playoffs, nobody's going to want to see those guys in the playoffs. Well, they're very sneaky.
And when they're on, they're on. But I mean, when they're not, they don't look very good. So they're on games. They're as good as any team in the NFL, but they're not super consistent this year. But they looked good yesterday against the Bills. Had that block punt touchdown that kind of was a big separator in that one. But yeah, Vikings not clinching officially yet, but I mean, it's basically a given. We're in.
Going to happen. It is going to happen.
Let's talk about the young guys that contributed yesterday. Like the Vikings this year haven't been a team that's got a lot of rookie production, even young guy production. But you got Jalen Redmond balling. I know he's not a rookie, but a young dude. Gabe Murphy, we talked about a little bit. Bo Richter was out there, and Dallas Turner. So we had some younger players. Will Reichert obviously hitting all those extra points, missing the field goal. But nice to see some of these youngsters, these younglings stepping up.
Yeah, and throw Jamin Davis in the mix too. He's a youngster still. He's comes out and got the only sack, and it was early in the game. I love the shit that he was out there. But yeah, it was good to see some young lads out there earning their keep, seeing the field and doing some damage. Dallas Turner stat line, like I said, isn't much of anything, but that big hit on Kirk Cousins is worth at least 7 tackles.
Yeah, it was worth at least.
I don't remember seeing Nudie out there a ton, to be honest.
I know he was out there when we put the scrubs in. I don't remember seeing him before.
The Vikings do not have any scrubs on their team.
Oh, I just
redact that.
Just a word that doesn't mean starters.
Asamoah caused the fumble. Yes, that was wonderful. You got a game ball after the game too. It was crazy. Him and CJ Ham for that play. I think that was maybe just a
mistake.
No, but just like
overreaction.
Hey, no, I think they were looking for a reason to give him a game ball, and it happens. Like, thank God this guy's stuck around. He's still here. Yeah, he is a perfect guy.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any update on Pace at all, if he's coming back soon or not. Oh, Bulldog LLC and Ingram a scrub. As far as I'm aware, there was no injuries. We left that game pretty healthy, did we not?
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good. I look forward to seeing Stephon. They'll probably leave Gilmore out again another week, huh?
I mean, I would assume so with the Bears. I mean, if it's even close, why would you put him out there?
A lot of in the comments, there were a lot of concerns that our defense. Delton, of course, sticking up, saying that an overreaction is our defense is bad.
I thought about going there.
I don't think our defense is bad. It's got some issues.
It's in a funk right now for sure. Yeah. Again, I don't know. You're starting to see some of these ages, some of these veterans show up in the game, and you see like a young guy like Jalen Redmond just hauling his ass, and some of these veterans maybe not going as hard. Maybe they can't go as hard. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not great when you see like Kirk Cousins stand back there who can't move and just carve us up at times.
Yeah, another underreaction was Aaron Jones. I mean, 13 for 73 and a touchdown. He was average 5.6 yards a carry. They just weren't giving him the ball. He could have easily had over 100 yards. But it was nice to see old Aaron Jones back doing his thing.
And that was kind of frustrating stretch in the second quarter where I felt like KLC, again, just forgot to run the football that entire quarter. We were screaming for it. We were live streaming, run the damn ball. And he didn't want to. He was not interested in doing that at that time.
He sure the hell didn't run the ball in the fourth quarter. Threw that thing, put up 21 points too. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful. And also it's beautiful. We don't usually talk about these, but I keep watching the celebration that Bynum and Josh Metellus did, the White Chicks dance. It's absolutely fantastic. The choreography on that is something.
My only concern is, I mean, how much time are they putting into this? Should they be watching opposing teams, what they're doing? I mean, because that's like a long time. I mean, that ain't just a little handshake.
Yeah.
So maybe shorten up the celebrations and maybe watch a little more film.
I loved it.
Especially in the secondary.
Yeah, no, it was great, though. And then everybody just, I love how the rest of the defense just watches and cheers in the background.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my God, where have they been practicing this? This is weird. This is very long.
Maybe next week they'll do a helicopter like Tim Boss can teach them how to do it.
You know what? Cam Bynum will have something up his sleeve. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
Bulldog wants Cam Akers to get 10 carries and keep Jones under 15.
I'm not opposed to that for a nice little run in the playoffs. Cam Akers, every time he touches the ball, 5 for 37. I mean, this was like this was the game and the first time he got like stuffed. He never gets stuffed or lost yards, and I wouldn't mind evening that out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that either. Akers ran patient. He kind of he got a couple first downs there toward the end of the game to milk that clock, and they knew we were going to run, and we did it. And we did it effectively. So that was, you love imposing your will on team, especially when they know it's coming.
Blake Cashman, we didn't talk enough about. Dude played a damn good game. Big game though. Bills Lions coming up, just completely shifting gears. How big is that going to be? What is that? That's got to be prime time, right?
Well, let me check. Is that this week?
Yep, Bills, Lions, and I saw a comment earlier. Bills are going to be real pissed off as far as losing to the Rams, and they're coming at time. Great for the Lions.
It's 3:25 next Sunday.
Where's it at?
At Detroit. Ford Field is where they play.
Buffalo beats the Lions, and then we got the Bears, and then we have is it Seattle or Green Bay?
Seattle.
It could be a very interesting end of the season. That Detroit Vikings game could actually turn out to be something.
It could be for the strap. It could be for the NFC North strap. What a way to finish the season with a title game. God.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy.
It would be
crazy.
Let me ask you this one, Bar. TJ Hockenson, 4 for 45 yesterday. Didn't get a catch till the second half. Are you happy with his recent usage?
Not really, but I don't think he's getting the targets either. It's not like they need to be targeting him more. It seems like he is the guy on third down. We say it all the time. We're streaming, all right, find 87, find 87. Usually they do. He just hasn't been making the big plays. He had a big game against the Bears, but that's two weeks back to back under 50 yards receiving. The most disappointing part is just how much we're paying him. Like, if tight end isn't going to be a huge part of this offense, that blows.
I don't know. It's a little disappointing. I was expecting more. He had 5 targets. He got 4 of them. I just,
Boswell's right. He when they throw it to him, good things generally happen. They just haven't been targeting him very much.
And I don't know why it took to the second half. I don't think he got a target till the second half. So I don't know what was going on there. But Darnold.
It's not if Hockenson's good or not. We know he's good. He's one of the best. He's a top 4 tight end in the league. It's just they're not really looking his way. And Sam Darnold, maybe he just doesn't have that. It took a while for Jordan Addison and Hockenson coming back. Maybe it's taking a little bit longer. It's like, holy shit, he is good. I need to throw him the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think he likes to look for the big play too. And with our red zone struggles, maybe it makes sense to look for the big play because we tend to suck. Maybe they need
to look at 87 in the red zone. Bulldog, I'll never understand that. I don't understand why that was at the 2-yard line. They probably explained it very well. I didn't hear it. So confused.
Something because he caught it outside and he ran it back in.
So they go by where you caught it?
I think so.
And start running backwards? All right, whatever. Our red zone offense sucks ass. Our just to get a little more not negative but picky, but points off of turnovers is horrible. Every time we get a turnover, we don't seem to capitalize on it.
Not that
we got a ton of turnovers.
Not that fourth quarter.
Well, all year it just seems like when we get turnovers, we don't capitalize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harmsy wants up with the London Griffin play. I don't. If it was called on the field an interception, then I think that would have stood. But it was called a reception, so I don't know how you can overturn it based on what we could see.
Yeah, no, that just I still think it was a bad challenge.
I don't blame him for challenging it, but because he thought London only had one hand on it or something. That's what he said in the post game.
Very, very tough one to overturn.
Yeah,
regardless.
Yeah. No, well, I don't know. It's not a safety for some reason. Yeah, there you go. Burnsy's got the rule.
Burnsy's got it. Delton is he's never let that go.
He's so mad. Yeah, I don't know. 3 hands on the ball.
Hey,
London was celebrating like he made the catch of the year, though. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, watching it live, it looked like he had it, not London. It looked like we had it, and then when they reviewed it, it's like, all right, fine, whatever, tie, boom, doesn't matter. Kick the shit out of them, 42-21.
Yeah. So was this the Vikings' best win of the season?
No, the Texans was probably my. It was my. It was the best quarter.
It was best finish. It was the best finish.
Absolutely best finish. I think more if. The expectation we were going to beat the Falcons, so didn't feel as good. Where the Texans, we just kicked the living crap out of them. And then whatever, the first 2 quarters against the Packers, we've had some very nice little glimpses when we were just kicking the shit out of them. But the Texans as a whole is my favorite.
They're starting a little group here. They're going to go protest NFL headquarters. That call.
Hey, calls have been shitty every game you watch. Nobody's out to get to the Vikings. Nobody's out to do this. Nobody's out to do that. Every game you watch, there is some real bad calls, and it's gonna continue.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you miss blatant face masks. Those ones really get me pissed off.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. His head just flying all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Who do the Packers got this week?
I'm
gonna say somebody really easy. They got the Seahawks Sunday night. Seahawks. So Packers got the Seahawks. Lions have the Bills. The Bears have the Vikings. We're going to handle their ass, no problem. and it's going to be a beautiful week. But the Lions and Packers have a chance to actually lose. That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
Could you imagine if they both lost and we win?
Yeah. It would be great. Vikings are whooping some ass. We're 11-2.
Love it. Love it.
We love it. We love everything about it. We're going to be hot and heavy all damn week. Thanks to BetUS for sponsoring the stream. Remember to head over there, use the YouTube 150 promo code. Appreciate everybody joining us on a Monday. Any final thoughts, Lupagus?
No. 11-2. Vikings sitting pretty here end of the season. It's gonna be a fun finish, and I cannot wait for these next 4 games.
Ha! What a day.
Oh,